Love is a frequency, not a person. I want to say something that doesn't get said enough. We always hear stories about love between men and women, and that's beautiful. But what about the love that doesn't come in that package? What about when a woman loves another woman? Or when love surprises you in a body you weren't expecting? I didn't grow up seeing that kind of love talked about, not in songs, movies, family conversations, but it's real. It's sacred. She didn't come into my life to fit a label. She came to reflect something back to me, something deep, and I had to get brave enough to say, it doesn't matter how the world defines it. I know what I feel. Love doesn't need permission to be real or traditional to be transformational. So, honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really did not want to put this video out here. I really didn't. I I was nervous. I wanted to put it out yesterday, but I was nervous and I was shaking. I feel like a lot of us don't talk about when, like I said when I was reading my short statement or whatever, my little but a lot of us don't talk about like when another person, like a woman, is drawn to another woman, or a man being drawn to another man. I know that the traditional saying is, oh, a man and a woman is supposed to be together. Homosexuality is a sin. Or, it doesn't make sense for a woman and a woman to be together, a man and a man to be together. It's like this whole, it's like a confusion. And to me, I don't feel like love has any labels. I feel like love is a frequency, you know? To me, when you start to embody the state of love, when you start to really heal your wounds and let go of things that no longer serve you a purpose for your next mission in life, when you decide to, close that chapter and you truly start to love yourself and love who you are, and you feel chosen, you feel magnetized, like people are just drawn to you, they're captivated by you, whether that's your aura, your personality, the way you smile, the way, just how you speak, how you assert yourself, how you conduct yourself. And it's just like your presence. And sometimes you don't necessarily have to say anything. It could just be your presence. People are just naturally drawn to you. I don't feel like it has to be a label, because to me, and a lot of people are probably not going to agree with me. I know I'm going to probably get a lot of BS in the comments, but you know what? I don't even care. Because I feel like if you are someone who is manifesting another individual and they have the opposite sexual orientation, and they say they're straight, or, they're not feeling you, but if you feel like a soul connection with this person, if you feel like it's something way more than that, like your souls transcend to another universe, you feel like you've met this person before, that is your higher self saying that you recognize this individual. Some people might call it confusion. Some people might think you're crazy. Some people might think, oh no, this is not true, that's not possible, because this and that. This is not about changing anybody's sexual orientation. It's not about forcing anything outside of you. It's not about getting someone to change their mind. No, that's not what this is. It's about you. It's about you knowing that what is for me, what is aligned for me, is going to come to me. Okay? What is for me is meant to be. What is for me is going to come to me in divine timing. I don't need to rush. There's nothing. I don't need to try to get this person to change their mind. I don't need to show this person I'm this, I'm better than the next, or I don't need to do any of that. I just simply remain in my goddess energy, godlike energy. I have this frequency. People are automatically drawn and connected to me. People want to be around me. This is who I am. This is what I present every day. And I met an individual, and I've known this person for a minute. Nowadays we say for a minute, not like a minute, like an actual minute. The old me would have been like, you only knew this person for a minute? But when I met this person, I felt like my soul recognized her. Like, it was just straight off the bat. It was just something that was so, it was like a pull, like a gravitational pull that I could not explain. And I was in my head about it. Man. I was really like, am I confused? Am I crazy? Nah, she this, she that. And I used to chase after her. I was. But I did that before in a lot of my situationships that I had. I would chase after love. But I was actually talking to my therapist today, and I realized that a lot of that comes from me not only just lacking desperation of not feeling good enough, but a lot of it comes from my childhood. And, you know, I would always try to... I love my dad. I want to say that before I even get into the story. I definitely do love my father. I love my dad with all my heart. He wasn't the best, but he tried the best way that he knew. And this isn't to bash him, and please do not talk about my dad in the comments, because I'm going to snap on you no matter what. Well, not snap, but I'm going to be like, you know, don't do that. But he didn't make me, he wasn't present for me. He wasn't he wasn't there the way I needed him to be there, as a father should for their child. And so he would say things that would hurt me. And those things subconsciously over time, I grew up to believe and see myself as somebody who wasn't good enough, or I saw myself as somebody who had to earn someone else's love because I was the person that I need to put in the work. You know, this person is, you know, this person is this person is that. I put them on a pedestal, and I would try so much to try to earn my dad's love, or I would try to do things, and I was like, oh, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that, because I made mistakes too. And so when I tried to change that, I was like, maybe he would see me in a different light. It never seemed to work. So I stayed in places where I knew that I shouldn't have. I stayed in relationships where I knew I was being abused, whether that was mentally, whether it was physically. I stayed in those situations, and I didn't really believe like I deserved love. So when I came across this person, and when I first met them, it was a connection instantly. And in the past, I used to get so attached. I used to have crushes. People like, Alizé likes everybody. Alizé this, Alizé that. And, you know, I silent out all the noise. This person was like somebody that spoke to me. Like, it was more so like, you're a reflection of me. You are mirroring me. You are showing me that, you know what? I actually can become the best person, the best version of myself, because this isn't about you. This is about me becoming that individual and recognizing who I am, stepping into my divine feminine energy, my power, my divine feminine power, and taking back my power and realizing, like, you know, my self-worth, and to value myself more and to put myself on a pedestal. Because my therapist told me something that really shocked me. She told me that nobody deserves nobody really deserves to be in your presence. Nobody deserves to have your time, only God. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But it just, like, I felt this vibrational pull, and I was just like, damn, I feel like I know this person. I don't know where from, but I do believe that there are different universes. I do believe in the law of polarity. I do believe that if something may be happening now, the opposite is happening in another dimension, which is very true, and that is true. But that's where I say, like, dive more deep into your spirituality, to dive more deep into who you are and learn more about your higher self. This person I recognized, but it wasn't recognizing her from my two eyes. I recognized her from my soul. And ever since then, when I started to actually step back and really start to do the work, I started to see myself differently and come into true alignment with who I am. I know there's a lot of people that show you their manifestations when they get it. And that's totally fine. That's totally understandable. But I wanna be able to talk and actually show you guys the things that I'm doing in the process, like in the middle of this. You know, I had a shift in my identity. I shifted my identity. I shifted my perspective. I've been doing the work subconsciously to be able to embody the wish, the state of the wish fulfilled, and embody love, true unconditional love. But not for this person, because truth to be told is not you're not manifesting your specific person. You're not manifesting them. You're recognizing your power, and you're stepping into the version of you that has that is magnetic, that is divine, that is loved, that is chosen, and that is in alignment with what you truly want. So I've been seeing things so differently, and I've been putting stuff together, and I've been like, okay, there's a reason why I get triggered because of this, or there's a reason why I was acting a certain way because of this. So what do? I do the work. I can honestly tell you, I don't even have to try. She just comes to my mind. Like, just legit comes to my mind. And I'm just like, even just talking about it makes me smile. And so I was thinking to myself, I said, you know what? I was trying so hard to just change things outside of the situation, or try to, you know, force more into the external reality. But I said, you know what? I know that what is for me will come to me. What is for me is already mine, because I am chosen. I am loved. Okay? I am loved. Where I'm at, this is home. This is a safe place. I feel safe and secure within myself. You know? I recognize who I am. That powerful, true stud goddess. Period. Because I've been talking to ChatGPT, man. And just like I said, love should not have labels. It doesn't matter if a person falls in love with somebody. It doesn't matter if and don't be afraid. If you feel something in your spirit, in your heart, that is the universe speaking to you. You're not crazy. If you are having just vivid glimpses of vivid what was I gonna say? Vivid clips. I'm gonna just say clips, because it's a word I'm looking for. I can't find it. And if you just feel like, damn, this person, man, and you're like, nah, bro, people around you telling you this, people around you telling you that, nah, that person, they you know, they not into that. They don't do that gay stuff. They don't do that. But why does it have to be like that? Why do we have to label what love is? Why do we, it's a frequency. You are matching that frequency when you step into your higher self. And that person is matching your frequency as well, whether they know it or not. Subconsciously, they're thinking about you. Subconsciously, they're drawn to you. And you'll notice, because you'll see signs, whether it's of their name, you'll hear people saying their name, you'll see their name, you'll see numbers, and you'll just think to yourself, nah, man, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. You're not losing it. You're not. And I want to say this too, because I remember she's a content creator, very, very famous, Easy. I don't care what nobody says. She manifested Natalie. That was, they were meant to be soulmates. And people will say, oh, no, I'll be scrolling, seeing people in the comments talking about, she not really into girls. But you, that's the thing. The universe works in mysterious ways, and so does God. You cannot stop what is meant. You cannot stop the divine. You cannot do that. So you're not crazy. And I think this needs to be talked about a lot more. And you know, when you actually have shifted your reality, when you know when you're living in the end state, and you are living in the it's a word for it. I forgot. I talked about it too. Sabbath. When you're living in that moment is when you no longer feel you have to do techniques. You no longer have to do affirmations. If you do affirmations, you do it for yourself and because you enjoy it. If you visualize, you do it for fun. But you know you don't have to do these things when you have a shift in your identity. When you have when you have decided to let go, close the old chapter, embody the state of being loved, and now you're seeing things in a whole different light. You're no longer reacting to things that are outside of you externally. And even if the opposite is happening in your reality, that means that the 3D is just catching up. Your higher self has already got the picture. Your subconscious mind has already been impressed. You already have the love that you want. You already have that specific person you desire. It's not like you don't. Just because you haven't seen it yet doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's done, baby. It's already done. Before you can see things in your 3D, you have to, it has to happen it has to happen in here. It has to happen up here, baby. You know what I'm saying? It gotta already happen in the 4D. You feel me? So it's like, when I think of this, and I say this too, like, it came to a point where I was just like, nah, you know what, man, F this. But then self was like, what? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I used to tell people like this, or people would be like, oh, that's never gonna happen, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And it was more so, that's when, and I'm gonna talk about that later on. Do not share or talk about when you're manifesting a specific person. Real quick, guys, don't do that. Don't tell nobody you're manifesting anybody, because a lot of people don't even believe in it, and a lot of people are just going to shit on you. And if there's people that tell you you can't manifest this person, that's because they are projecting their own fears and their own doubts onto you. Don't allow nobody to tell you that you cannot manifest a specific person, because it is very possible. I have done it before. I've done it actually twice. So literally, actually more than that, but you can manifest anybody you want. I don't care if it's a celebrity. I don't care if the person doesn't even have to know you. You can manifest them. Stop thinking that love has to have a label. Stop assuming that people say we have to love traditionally. It has to be a man and a woman. And I'm not, saying anything, but I'm no longer heterosexual. I've been on both sides of the fence. I get it. But it's like, at the same time, if you know that your soul recognizes this person, if you feel that this is a pull and the universe is showing you, hey, this is meant to be, then allow it to naturally unfold and trust in that. Trust in the divine timing. Do not rush the universe. Do not rush what is meant. The most beautiful relationships are the ones that unfold naturally. You don't have to rush anything. Because when you actually decide to say, you know what, you don't need to text them unless you're going to do it because you're doing it you're not doing it out of lack or desperation, but you're just doing it like, hey, you know what, I'm reaching out to them. Okay. It's like I forgot what they call it. Damn. But you reach out to them and, whatever. And sometimes they may not respond. Okay. If that person doesn't respond, don't go back into oh man, I'm not enough. You don't need their validation, for one, because your specific person is not that special. They are not that special at all. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you. They're blessed to have you. It's the other way around. And it's not to be egotistical. It's not to be cocky. It's just for you to step into your power and know that, no, I am the light in this world. There's nothing that I need to do. I don't need to text you. I don't need to call you. I don't even need to see you, baby. You feel me. You dream of me. I'm in your mind. Baby, you think about me all the time. There's nothing. What do I need to do? Nada. I don't need to do nothing. You feel me? So, and I'm going to say this too. The reason I say your specific person is not that special is because it's just a reflection of you. Nobody has free will. They don't have free will. They don't. This is your world. Nobody has free will. Nobody. What you mean? So many people, and I know some people probably be like, Alizé, what are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? It's the truth. You don't have free will. I've came across videos that say you're messing with somebody's mind if you do that. No, you're not. Because what are you doing? You're not doing anything. You're simply putting it out there into the universe saying, this is who I want. That's what I want. That's my person. And so on, and so be it. And that's it. And if anything, you're working on yourself and you're building yourself because you are getting prepared for that relationship. You are getting prepared for that marriage. So, yes, I am here to tell you that, like I said, I didn't want to put this video out here, but truthfully, I knew, and I'm going to say it, I don't care. No, she is mine. Hell yeah. I've already is just, and it's crazy. Like, to me, it's like when I really just think about it, all I have is just nothing but loving thoughts. Like, I don't have to try. I'm telling y'all, like, when you are just, when that person pops up in your mind and you don't have to try, it just happens. That's true alignment. That's not desperation. That's not obsession. No, that is the universe telling you it's already done. So definitely, you know what I'm saying? I do want to say a few affirmations before I end this video. Actually, I'm gonna do it because I got it on my phone over here. I'm gonna say a few affirmations. So if y'all would like to, you know what I'm saying, say the affirmations with me, you can go ahead and say the affirmations. All right. So, all right, let's get into it. So wherever you are, get comfortable. And you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have my rose quartz with me. I always put it in my hand, you feel me? And I want you to say this, and I want you to mean it. Do not, this ain't no robotic affirmations. I am love, I am chosen, I don't do that. When I say my affirmations, I mean them. All right? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have a phone right here, my other phone right there. And I want y'all to really, you know, take the time. I'm reading it off, so I'm not gonna close my eyes. Y'all close your eyes, get comfortable however you do it. Before we start, I want y'all to take a deep breath. We're gonna do 3 breaths. All right? So, in, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. I am love. I don't chase, I align. My heart is open to truth, to softness, to whoever God sends, and I am not afraid anymore. I am love. I don't chase, I align. My heart is open to truth, to softness, to whoever God sends, and I'm not afraid anymore. I am love. I don't chase, I align. My heart is open to truth, to softness, to whoever God sends, and I'm not afraid anymore. So definitely take that, you know what I'm saying? And I'll definitely do an affirmations video. I might do a affirmations rampage if that's what y'all want me to do. Make sure y'all email me at alizamil6@gmail.com. If I don't get back to you, please don't take it personal. I don't really check my emails that often, but I'm gonna start checking them. They do hit my phone, but I got a lot of stuff I gotta delete. If you want to DM me, I would definitely put my Instagram in the link in the description below if you have any questions or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this manifesting journey together. And remember, nobody's sexual orientation matters. You can manifest anybody. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. And if anybody got a problem with it, then baby, that's your perspective. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But yeah, so like I said, I'll definitely put out another video. But stay true to yourself, and remember, it's not about them, it's about you at the end of the day. You know, remember who you are, and you're not ugly, you're not stupid, you're none of those things. You're not good enough. You are more than good enough, and simply you should just be given love because you exist. There's nothing that you need to do. You do not need to keep constantly chasing somebody in order for them to recognize who you are. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to walk away and stand in your power, because like I said, I don't chase, I attract. All right, peace.